Well, good morning, family. I had to bring you in somewhere where I could speak kind of quietly, but a little louder than normal was. It's still very early, and um, I have an overnight visitor and they're sleeping, so I'm just gonna keep my voice down. So I came in the bathroom where I could have some privacy and be able to talk to y'all. A lot of exciting stuff going on the forefront. Saw the eye doctor yesterday and I got some steroid eye drops. So my eyes are not itching today. They're still swollen, they're still a little red, but the itching is gradually going away. And I have some ointment I'm supposed to put on twice a day, which I'll be doing soon. I just washed my face. I had to make sure my eyes were clean. As you can see, they're still a little red rimmed and I'm spending a lot of time itching. The doctor said, "Oh, don't itch." She's like, "Did you know when you scratch your eyes or rub your eyes that there's little minuscule blood vessels in your eyeballs?" And so my eyes have been burning after I rub them. I mean, like on fire burning. I've never experienced that before. So I was like telling her, like, feels like my eyes are on fire and then my eyes break out in hives. I mean, my skin. And I said, and I'm just in, it's torture. And she's like, "Well, when you rub your eyes, that's what happens." So I've been trying very hard not to rub them. I mean, I do on occasion. I gotta admit, it's a lot harder. It's easier to say than it is to do. So on that note, and then also I have someone coming today to do an inspection. So I'm hoping that I will soon have some answers to some of the things I'm dealing with. I can't speak on it right now, but when I'm able, I will. The other thing I want to say is that I am going through something. I'm not really going through it. My best friend is going into hospice today. And I have to tell you guys, I got to go see her yesterday. And if you've ever had someone you love very close to you, I, I wasn't very, very close to my grandma, but many years ago when I was in my 30s, my birth grandmother got cancer of the pancreas, and I was able to spend a lot of time with her before she passed. And it wasn't a pretty sight. It's very sad and tragic. I mean, it's a beautiful thing when we transition over, but it's just hard to watch. So I went to visit my friend yesterday. I got to stay a few hours, which was pretty amazing, and we got to catch up a little bit. But it was hard because we're praying for a miracle. And I'm believing for a miracle up until the point where I can't anymore. But this woman, she's 2 years younger than me. She's been like a sister that I never had. I was adopted and my family has ostracized me, so I don't have anyone. She's been the person who's been there every day, every day. Like my best friend, she writes books. Like she likes to text more than she talks. And first it bothered me, but now I'm thinking like I will miss those texts if she's not there, And in my life, she's made me want to change and be a better person. She was the yin to my yang. Like I'm a recovering addict. Well, she's never had addiction to any kind of drugs or anything. She's had addiction to her stuff. She was a hoarder. That's all cleaned up now, and it just hurts my heart that I want her to have the opportunity to have a lovely, beautiful life with all the wonderful things she deserves because she's given so much to others. We can't always understand what God's plan is, but the one thing I know is that when we were talking yesterday, we both kind of agreed that whatever God does, and we're trusting Him. We're trusting Him to keep her and to do what's best for her. And I don't want to see her suffer. So if God deems it necessary, then He will take her home and she will not be in pain anymore, and then I will lose a friend. It's hard because, I don't want people close to me because of things that happened to me. But when I love deep and hard. And, I just can't imagine my life without her. So, anyway, I'm in here bawling. If my son knew, he'd be so annoyed. He hates when I cry and get emotional about him. Because because I did a lot of crying when he was little, and I think it affected him in a negative way, and I'm sorry for that, but, in a lot of ways, I can't help the way my life unfolded. It has been a tragedy on one hand, but on the other hand, it's also been a great learning experience. Painful, but gosh, I've gotten so much wisdom and understanding. And I really do love people now. I love all people. I don't care who you are. You walk into a room, black as ace of spades, I'm gonna hug you, kiss you, because I love you. I don't care if you're Indian. I don't care if you're Islam, Muslim, whatever. I don't care who you are. Black, white, orange, purple, pink. I love all people. But you know what? It took my experiences to take me out of all